Okay, guys, I'm just gonna go live with this. I know I probably look rough. I didn't sleep very well last night. This whole thing with the Capitol Police and what's going down in Virginia really bugs me, as I know it bugs a lot of you guys. By the way, I'm uploading another video right now. Hopefully, we can share this and it's about lighting brush fires of freedom in the minds of men. That's all it's about, guys. This isn't about. There's going to be a lot of people live streaming, and there's going to be a lot of people saying that the Virginia rally is this or it's that. Mainstream media is going to get in on this, and they're going to do their little spin like they always do. This is about two main things, and it's two quotes that I always talk about, one from Benjamin Franklin, one from Thomas Jefferson. The Jefferson quote is, "The price of freedom is eternal vigilance." And indifference to this notion is the means by which the people have and will secure their own oppression. The indifference to this notion, indifference is what you see when you saw those guys in my last live stream, those guys and girls going through a checkpoint. It's kind of like maybe I did this too when I went through the TSA checkpoint just to get here. You to take a flight, you have to go through the Blue Man Group. You have to go through the TSA. You have to go through this obscenely expensive security theater, and that's all it is. $9 billion a year we pay for the TSA, which is a segment of the Department of Homeland Security. The Department of Homeland Security exacts or extorts 47, no, it's $53.2 billion this year. It used to be 47.5. Now it's 53, no, $52.3 billion a year for the Department of Homeland Security. A segment of that or an offshoot of that is TSA. They get $9 billion to shake us down, guys. We're actually accepting being extorted. Just think about this. We're accepting being extorted by a criminal cartel in Washington's District of Criminals so that they can use our money to violate our Fourth Amendment rights to be secure in our persons, houses, papers, and effects. Think about that. Think about the insanity of it. And so when Jefferson says the price of freedom is eternal vigilance, it's like we got to constantly stay aware of this. Why? Because there's constantly tyrants out there who are living 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to frickin' take our freedoms. That's what they're doing. That's what this is all about. It goes beyond, oh, I want to be able to carry a gun wherever I want to. It goes down to I want to be free to sit in my living room at night with my family and watch whatever I want to watch or do whatever we want to do without government intervention. I want to be able to travel down the road with $10,000 if I want to. Do you realize if you go to down what they call the I-40 corridor, and which runs east and west in Tennessee, and a certain amount of that, if you're carrying a certain amount of money, and this is in a lot of other places, but I'm very familiar with this in Tennessee, they can confiscate your money and think that you're doing a drug deal, and who cares if you were? But they'll take your money. There was these two brothers who were going down the I-40 corridor with $160,000. You probably remember this story, to go put a big down payment on a convenience store. They seized all of that money, and it took them 5 years to get it back. 5 years, and they only got 90% of it back, and they had to pay court costs and attorney's fees to get their own money that was stolen by the law enforcement cartel in Tennessee. That's infuriating. So when Jefferson comes along and says the price of freedom is eternal vigilance, you better believe it is, buddy. You better believe we better stay awake. I mean, wide awake, smelling salts always at hand, going, okay, what cunning little scheme are they going to devise now? What little propaganda piece are they going to continually pound out through mainstream fake stream media? How are they going to deceive us? How are they going to get us to be okay with accepting the chains of our own enslavement? Because that's what politics is. It's the clever and deceptive art of using euphemisms, lies, emotionalism, and fear mongering in order to dupe average people like you and me into not only accepting but also demanding the chains of our own enslavement. Please, TSA, shake me down, wand me, make sure that I don't have something in my wallet or something that could hurt somebody. We know you don't trust us, and well, maybe I'm not trustworthy, and you start doubting yourself and you start giving in. The price of freedom is eternal vigilance and indifference to this notion. Don't be indifferent is the means by which the people will secure their own oppression. Maybe I was indifferent by going through TSA. Maybe I should have drove. I mean, there are other alternatives. But we constantly go through these DUI checkpoints and these Border Patrol checkpoints, and we're handing them our papers and we're opening our laptop bags and taking off our shoes. And it's all just a way to psychologically manipulate us into going, you're a slave, you're a slave, bow down, servant, kiss the ring, lick the boot. You better be okay with the boot of tyranny down on your neck, buddy. And guys, look, we got to get ourselves out. We got to pull our heads out of our asses on this one. It doesn't matter if it's the left Democratic boot of tyranny or the right conservative based Republican boot of tyranny. They're both boots of tyranny. And we have to unite on that. That's how they're divide and conquer is not just a cliche, it's true. If they can divide us, they can conquer us. And who's they? It's the public relations team of, the Edward Bernays of the world who think, oh, yeah, I can control you. Let's see, how do we get women to smoke cigarettes? Oh, okay, let's have them march for their freedoms and light torches of freedom. Look at that. Take that, man. Take that, man. And the whole time they're getting cancer because Edward Bernays somehow craftily molded their minds to go, yeah, we want our freedoms, dang it. We want our rights, dang it. We want equal pay for equal time, dang it. Lighting torches of freedom. Giving them smoking on those cancer sticks because Edward Bernays got into their mind. That's how easy it is. Have them do something so detrimental and stupid to their own bodies just so they can declare their freedom. Yeah, everybody wants to be free, but that completely may turn them into slaves. The price of freedom is eternal vigilance. And indifference to this notion is the means by which the people secure their own oppression. To be diligent, would we disarm men to enter the Capitol building so we can do a photo op for that VCDL? Screw you, VCDL. VCDL says don't bring your long gun. Screw you, VCDL. The time for compromise is over. We've compromised enough. Compromise is how we've gotten to the place that we're at right now, going through frickin' TSA checkpoints at the airport, and it's not even it's only 5% effective according to their own federal red team test. Do you even realize that? I mean, if you're new to my channel, listen to this. Even CNN, the Communist News Network, CBS, NBC, ABC all reported that when they do their red team tests, that is when federal agents go through, knowing that they have guns and bombs on them, 95% of the time, the TSA fails. That means 95% of guns and bombs, explosives, make their way onto your departing flight. Do you feel safer yet? Well, if you feel safe, well, guess what? Facts don't care about your feelings. You're just as in danger now as you ever were, and probably more, because now you've let your guard down going, oh, good, TSA's on the job. There's no way there's a gun and bomb on my departing flight. Oh, yeah, think again. Their own red team test. So that makes it $9 billion of not security. It's $9 billion of security theater. That's all it is. It's security theater. So the price of freedom is eternal vigilance, and indifference to this notion is the means by which we have and will secure our own oppression. Don't think you're not going to secure your own oppression, because they'll make sure that they play on your feelings. They'll exploit the hope. They'll promise you change. It's all about hope and change with these little presidential campaigns that they go on. It's not an election process. It's a selection process, and we need to wake up and smell the smelling salts. Before I go on to point two, this is my hotel room. Thank you guys. You guys made all this possible right here. And check out this view right here. Can you see this? I can't even believe the view. I got a view on two sides here. Look at this. The Capitol building is actually right over there to the left. And then you got this view right here. I wish I had a telescopic lens, because I saw a lot of people get busted just in this little area last night. The cops were just crawling all over here. Like the blue lights were it was like nonstop. What's up with Richmond? Maybe somebody can look up Richmond or something. It must be a high crime area, or, high crime blue ISIS group. I'm wiping off. I just noticed that's kind of blurry. Sorry about that, guys. I was trying to give you some quality content. Get quality, you got a blurry lens. But anyway, the Blue Man Group running roughshod down there last night. I should have recorded it. The next thing is when Benjamin Franklin said, and guys, when I'm saying giving you a quote from Thomas Jefferson or James Madison or Benjamin Franklin or Samuel Adams. Look, yeah, they may have been Masons or whatever. I'm just talking about the standalone. Does this pass the truth test? Does this pass the freedom test? Sorry, man. It's being out in the wind, and yesterday while I was sitting there in the airport, Trish was just getting so sick. She ended up having to go home, guys. She was super sick, and I was like, well, I can't go home. So she went home. I feel so sorry for her. She was a real trooper. We got on that first flight. It's the flight where they told us we need to get off because of a security issue, and it ended up being because they had to reroute us because of weather going on at Chicago O'Hare. But as I was sitting there in Fayetteville, I kept getting sicker and sicker because I've been exposed to a lot of people who've had horrible flu, horrible. My two kids, actually all three of my kids that are at home with me are just got just devastated, and all their friends, and they were coming over, and I'm one of those people who I want to be exposed to it so I can build up an immunity because I'll never take that freaking flu shot. But anyway, I'm sitting in the airport so babe, if you're watching this video, I hope you're better. I talked to her earlier today, and she's just like just trying to recover. Anyway, what I was gonna say was what? Oh yeah, just sitting in Fayetteville, I was getting sicker and sicker. I feel better right now, but my voice is thrashed, and I haven't even been really talking much. But so when I give a quote from one of the founding fathers, they call them the founding fathers. It's not because I'm endorsing them so much. They did some wicked dastardly things, and a lot of them were statists. But it's the standalone quote. Does it pass the truth test? Does it pass the logic test? Does it pass the freedom test? And so what Benjamin Franklin said, if anybody would give up a little essential liberty, think about it, essential liberty, to obtain a little bit of temporary, politically promised, I'm throwing the politically promised part in there because usually it's the politicians who promise you that, give up essential liberty for a little temporary, politically promised security, deserve neither liberty nor security. It's freaking true, guys. If you're going to give away your security, and think about it, I stand guilty of this because basically I gave up. I don't want to be a hypocrite, guys, but I want to tell you, I am on a journey just like you guys, and we got things to work out. Like you guys were saying when I was doing the live stream today, I kept calling that guy sir. It's just like in me to do that. I know he doesn't deserve that kind of recognition or honor. I totally agree. I'm going to make a ton of mistakes, but it's about working things out. We're all at a certain point in our journey, and hopefully we can look back and go, gosh, I've really progressed, but holy crap, I got a long ways to go. It's like, thank God I'm not where I was, but gosh, I sure want to get to where I'm going, kind of thing. And that's what I like about this channel is we're all basically doing that together, but it takes, sorry, it takes an honest heart. Just be honest with yourself, We're not perfect. We're not going to do things perfect. We're going to make tons of mistakes, but just apologize and go on, You may make it again, just as long as it's not malicious, So anyway, let me just wrap it up with this because I don't want to be long-winded on this. I want to get back out there on the street and start recording, and probably I'll do some more just regular recording because when I got back to my computer, and I'm uploading this thing right now. Hold on, let me see. I want to make sure I'm killing two birds with one stone here. Okay, it's processing right now. It should be up. I got a super slow internet connection at this hotel. When I find when I record live stream, the quality is crappy, man. And the wind. I'm going to try to do something to combat the wind. With Trish not being here, it's going to be really difficult to do man on the streets. I got this mic, and it's going to look funny. This mic is going to look funny. Let me just show you. Let me see. It's going to look hilarious. You're going to be like, what's on the end of that thing? It's a dead cat. You ever heard of a dead cat? Let's see. I don't want to dump all my clothes onto the nasty hotel carpet. You know how nasty you want to find out how nasty a hotel carpet is? Take a white sock or some kind of white cloth. Here, I'll do it right now. Watch. I don't care how good of a hotel room you're in. This will make you think twice about walking on bare feet on a hotel carpet. I don't care how. Here, I'm going to show you. Watch this. Watch it, not do it. Watch, here's white towel, right? Oh man, it's not going to do it. Most hotel rooms, if you'll notice when you're walking on bare feet, especially when you get out of the shower or something, it's kind of gooey and gooky. It's because there's just nasty stuff just ground into the carpet. No matter how much they steam clean it, it's it's still nasty. Okay, so this microphone is going to look weird, but this is it's called a dead cat. And it basically collects the wind. And so it really, really cuts down on the wind. It's better than one of those foam coverings that go over the microphone. You know what I mean? So when I do the recordings, I can do it on my cell phone and I can be kind of like this, given the recording. So that's what you're going to see in the camera is a dead cat. It looks hilarious. So almost looks like a part of Bernie Sanders' hair. You know, it's like I got the Bernie Sanders edition mic. Anyhow, all right. Yeah, that was a okay. So I'm gonna try to get more like non-live stream. But do you guys like the live stream? Do you guys want me to try that? Tomorrow it's gonna be hell trying to get a live stream going because everybody's gonna be just jamming up the Wi-Fi. But do you want me to get more live stream type stuff, or do you want me to capture more, quality content where I have to come back to the computer and upload? Just let me know what you guys think about that, and then I'll wrap up this video. Thanks for 866. Just so humbling to see anybody ever show up on these things. You like the live streams, live, whatever I can get. I do plan on talking to Alex Jones if he is out here. It's disheartening what's happened to him, how he's sold out to the Zio banksters. It's just, I would love to ask him about that. Matter of fact, Adam Green, if you're watching, I want to get with you and I want to get some specifics and some quotes and just kind of have him answer for, kind of the day of reckoning kind of thing. Yeah, live. Okay, you guys like the live? Okay, I'll do the best. I'll do the best I can, guys. I'll do the best I can. I'm really looking forward to meeting a lot of you guys out here. I met a couple people out there on the road today. It was kind of neat talking to people, getting their ideas about things. Okay, so the two quotes. The price of freedom is eternal vigilance. Indifference to this notion is the means by which the people will secure and have secured their own oppression. We just got to be vigilant, guys. And we can't be indifferent. They want us to be indifferent. Guys, they want us to be disarmed. I would just tell you guys, if you're going to disarm yourself to go on Capitol grounds, I'll show you. I didn't show you the above layout of the building, but there is a perfect opportunity for people to be up there and literally shoot you guys. I'm not going in the cage. I've already decided. I wanted to initially, and I was like, okay, I'll take it for the team, like the VCDL is telling 10,000 gun owners, hey, just take it for the team. Disarm, come in for the photo op, show them we can be peaceful people. No, guys, the whole reason the gun rights thing is there is to show people, hell no, we're not doing. Look, I got 4 words for you: shall not be infringed. You have no right. Capitol Police, you have no right. Virginia State Police, you have no right. Ralph Northam, you have no right to violate my desire and right to be secure in my person's houses, papers in effect, and protect myself and my family and everybody in my zone of influence with a firearm. You've got no right to do that. There is no conversation. People are saying today, well, we need to have a conversation. No, we really don't. We really don't need to have a conversation. If you can't abide by shall not be infringed for the simplest words in the English language, probably, then we got no conversation. There is no jumping off point for any kind of a conversation at all. Compromise over. And so now you got this opportunity, all you gun owners, you have this opportunity. I was reading one of the chats. I don't remember if it was a super chat, but somebody was saying it's 6,000 square feet or yards or whatever in the Capitol grounds, and 2,000 people would completely saturate that whole place. What are they going to do with 50, 60, 70,000? Are all you people really going to submit? Are you really going to submit to Capitol Police and Virginia Police and Governor Ralph Blackface Northam? Are you really going to do that? Am I giving you a directive? No. Am I telling you what to do? No. But are you really going to do it? I'm not. Screw that. What are they going to do when the streets are flooded with all these armed, cognizant, awake people? What are they going to do? I would like to see what happens. But what I wouldn't like to see happen is watch 10,000 people just bow down to their government because they said so. We don't want to get punished by the government. Here's your chance. God, can you imagine if George Washington and Thomas Jefferson, all those guys had that mentality back then? They were pissed off about tax on tea. And we find out later there was more about international bankers having a stranglehold and wanting to enact their fiat currency Ponzi scheme on everybody, all the London bankers. But they didn't want taxes on tea. Can you imagine what would happen if they said, hey, okay, we want you, okay, we're going to do tax on tea and we're going to disarm you before you come into the Capitol building? They'd be like, screw you. I'm not saying anybody should do that. I'm not saying that. I'm not calling for violence. I want peace. But guys, there can be no peace when a tyrant is calling the shots. There can be no peace when you've got, like, if you saw my live stream, that's why I'm distilling this live stream, because I want you guys to share it with everybody. But when you've got tyrants wearing Capitol Police badges and Virginia State Police badges going, okay, stick out your arms. We're going to make sure you don't have anything funny in your purse. We're going to make sure you don't have anything in your pocket that could hurt somebody. We're going to make sure you're completely disarmed for criminal convenience. And then I watched other people go, oh, okay, yeah, you're okay. So certain people, there's a certain class of people that's okay to come on the Capitol grounds with firearms, and we're not going to check you. But hey, all you gun owners, we're going to check you guys. It's bull crap. It's BS. So anyway, I'm signing off. Remember, the price of freedom is eternal vigilance. Indifference to this notion is the means by which the people have and will secure their own oppression. And if you give up a little essential liberty to attain a little bit of promised security, you deserve neither liberty nor security. Let me go over. I saw some super chats, and I don't want to let you guys down. This is going to be hard to do the super chats because I don't have the speed on the computer that I would have if I was at home. Madam Von Kook, thank you very much for that super chat. I really appreciate it, guys. Let's see. There's a couple other ones. Hopefully I can find them. I know this looks stupid. I'm just sitting here staring at this screen. Snapzilla Gorilla, eat some bee's bread. It's 1 part bee pollen and 2 parts honey. Mix it together and let it sit 24 hours. I don't know who that was for. Okay, thanks, Snap. I appreciate the super chat. Adam Green, if you're watching, give me a call. Blue Ice Accountability now says, I live in Wisconsin and they sprayed, then snow. Seems to happen here in Oklahoma like that, too. Social Observer said, Patriots should switch the protest to the governor's mansion. I didn't say that. I just read it. Jim St. Armour says, stay safe tomorrow. Sorry, just checking in now. Any latest rumors about that weird gunless photo shoot that's supposed to happen tomorrow? No, but I as soon as I get this done and upload this video that I'm working on right now, I will, and it has uploaded, so I just got to title it and just be looking for that in the next 15 minutes or so. I'm going to head back out there. I've got everything charged up, and I got my battery cells with me this time. Let's see. Anybody else? Looking for more super chats. I don't want to let you guys down. Oh, here's one. Tony Bonang. We're watching closely, man. Stay safe. Hey, thanks, guys. I really appreciate the thoughts, and thanks for the support. I think I'm caught up. Let's see. Old School says, I will die before I comply. That's the attitude we should have, guys. That's the attitude. Or we lose everything and we die anyway. So what are you going to do? Are you going to live in dangerous freedom on your feet? Or are you going to die on your knees? I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees, basically. Peaceful. Screw peaceful slavery. Screw it. We've had it long enough. It ain't working. Team up with at least one more person tomorrow. 72 Dodge says, thanks for what you're doing. Brian, stay safe. Thanks, man. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off. Yeah, never give up, says David. I love hanging out with you guys. I would just sit here and read all this all day. Would-be says hello from Baltimore. Woe says, I agree. Let's see, need to spread the Constitution. Nazi Germany is here, says Blazer. We'll fight to the end, says Freighter Soul. Justin G, thanks, man. Thanks, 6 Hour. All right, guys, I'm going to get this video uploaded. Be looking for it. Let's see, where is it? There it is right there. as soon as I title it and do all the YouTube magic on it, it'll be up. I appreciate you guys. Take care. And then I'm heading right back out there, so I may do a live stream again. I love you guys. See you in the next heavily censored Shadowban live stream.